Today, we are going to discuss why it is important to exercise despite the fact that you are exhausted. We're going to discuss what you should do to get through the exhaustion, and we're going to discuss how to exercise when you are exhausted. Before we get started, I wanted to discuss with you about a free guide that I have. It is how to lose 5 pounds in 30 days. So check out that guide. It's going to give you a step-by-step guide on what food you need to be swapping out at each meal, and it's going to give you an exercise plan that you can go by to help you lose your first 5 pounds in 30 days. So why is it important to exercise when you're exhausted? It is essential for you to strive to get the recommended amount of daily exercise that is recommended by the American Heart Association. So you should be striving to get at least 5 days a week or more low to moderate physical activity. Or you should be striving to get 3 to 5 days a week of vigorous activity so you can get the most benefits for your health. This is going to help you stay in shape, and it's going to make you feel better physically and mentally. If you continually get the recommended amount of exercise, you're going to find that you have more energy. So if you are currently not exercising, you're probably going to feel exhausted because exercise actually boosts your energy level. So important to strive to get that exercise. So if you are feeling tired, sometimes just getting up and moving around, taking a 10-minute walk, or even a 10-minute walk around or just walking around the room for a little bit is going to give you an energy boost. So keeping that in mind when you are exhausted. Sometimes you're just sitting too long and you need to get up and get exercise. So when you are a consistent exerciser, you are going to feel so much better physically and mentally. So physically, you are just going to feel so much better. You're going to physically feel more in shape. You're just going to have so many more health benefits just by exercising. Mentally, you're going to feel so much better. Exercise is going to help with the symptoms of anxiety and depression, and it's just going to boost your mood. So that is why you should strive to exercise even though you are exhausted. What should you do to conquer the feeling of exhaustion? So like I said earlier about getting up and moving more, very important to be able to do this. So for example, if you are at work and you have a break, or if you have any type of break, 15-minute breaks, a lunch break, go and do some exercise maybe during some of these breaks. That is really going to help you boost your energy level, and it's going to help you get the recommended amount of exercise through the day. So you don't have to exercise all at once. You can break your exercise up into small chunks throughout the day if you are struggling to get enough exercise. So if you do a 15-minute break, go do a 15-minute walk. If you have another 15-minute break at the end of the day, do another 15-minute walk. You can do a walk, you can do some body weight exercises. If you have an office you could go to, if you have a 30-minute lunch hour or a lunch hour, you can do a longer walk then, or possibly go to the gym and get a little bit of exercise in. So these are all some possibilities that you can do throughout your day to make you feel better physically, and maybe not even have to necessarily go after work when you are extremely exhausted to the gym. So keep that in mind to help you get that recommended amount of exercise in. Now it's still important to remember that you want to balance rest with sleep. So that means strive to get at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night, because that is going to help with your appetite. Because if you're not getting enough sleep, you're going to raise cortisol levels in your body. That's a stress hormone, and that increases your appetite. So make sure you are striving to get enough sleep per night. You might have to go to bed a little bit earlier. I know sometimes if you're like me, I'm a night owl. I like to stay up later, but you might have to be disciplined and just make yourself go to bed earlier. So keep that in mind. Try to strive to do that. And also balance that with trying to get the recommended amount of exercise each day. Another thing that you could do possibly is exercise in the morning. I know a lot of times we are tired when we first get up sometimes. Sometimes we're tired, we have to wake up by the alarm. But trust me, once you get started exercising in the morning, you go 5 to 10 minutes of warming up, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm already feeling awake, I'm feeling better. Oftentimes you're going to feel like you have a lot more energy and when you exercise in the morning, and you're just going to feel your best when you're exercising. So strive to try to do it in the morning. That is actually the best thing to do. I know it's not always possible. So that is an idea to keep in mind, because when you get off work, you are just tired, you're exhausted, and you really don't, that's kind of one of the last things you want to do when you get off work. You just want to go home and relax. So that's why doing it in the morning can help. And it has been proven that people that exercise in the morning are more likely to make it a habit and get their exercise in, because they're less likely to get interrupted by things throughout their day. Things come up throughout the day. So if you conquer it first thing in the morning, you don't have to necessarily worry about that as much. So morning exercise is great to stay consistent with your routine. How do you exercise when you're exhausted? What are some things that you can do to accomplish this goal? Number one, you need to put it in your schedule. You need to make a priority in your schedule, put it on your calendar, set an alarm to make this an appointment. Make it an appointment like anything else that you would. Say, I'm not going to let anything take priority of this time for me to go exercise. So keep that in mind. Make sure it's on your schedule. Don't skip it. Don't be tempted to skip it. Do it. Do your exercise. Get it done. Trust me, you will feel better about yourself, and you will be so happy that you didn't give in to the temptation of not doing it. Another thing to stay motivated and fight exhaustion is to know your why. Know why you are doing this. What goals are you wanting to accomplish? What fitness goals are you wanting to do? Knowing your why is going to help you keep that long-term goal in mind. So make sure you know your why, know why you're doing this, and that's going to get you so much further. Remind yourself. If you have to, put post-it notes, a whiteboard to show, so you can remind yourself, so you physically can see it, that that's the goal you want to accomplish. Put it on your mirror in the morning, anywhere. These little reminders help you. Visuals really help you go a long way to seeing your progress, tracking your progress. So important to have those visuals in place that you can conquer your fitness goals. Another way that you can stay motivated despite feeling exhaustion is to reward yourself. Reward yourself for your successes. When you hit small goals, like, hey, I lost 5 pounds this month. Hey, I can see more definition in my arms since 3 weeks ago. Reward yourself for those accomplishments. Now, that's not necessarily getting with food. I wouldn't do that. But I would reward yourself with a massage, or getting a new pair of running shoes, a new workout outfit. Things like that really can help you stay motivated. So little rewards that are related, that's going to benefit you, your fitness goals, are very beneficial to help you stay motivated and know your why and keep you going. For example, if you are one that works over 40 hours a week, or if you work 12-hour shifts and it's hard to get the exercise in, maybe do it every other day. Make a habit of every other day at the beginning. And then you can always build upon that later if you decide you want to advance your fitness. So start with every other day, keep it in your calendar. That is a good starting point. So you have rest days in between, so you can balance the rest with the exercise. Here is my challenge for you. Create a plan of action of when you will schedule exercise in throughout your day. Have a goal, have a plan. Because if you have a plan, you are more likely to accomplish your fitness goals. And make sure you download my free guide on how to lose your first 5 pounds in 30 days. And see you next time.